Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it is Paydirt review time. In fact, today is going to be a second part review of goldnuggetsales.com. Last week I did their 1 pound, 1 gram bag and ended up with an 80% ROI. Now this week I'm going to be tackling their 3 pound, 3 gram bag, and I'm expecting at least an 80% ROI because that's what I got out of the 1 pound bag. Now that's not always the case with all sellers. Sometimes the more you pay, the lower your ROI goes. But with this seller, I am guaranteed a set ROI, so I should get right around the 80% mark as well. But the only way to really find out is to pan this out. So I'm going to flash up the description, and then we're going to classify this down, pan it out, and weigh it up and see what kind of gold I get. So here's the description. Well, as you saw from the description, it is really lacking. It does tell you this is 3 pounds and it has 3 grams of gold in it. But other than that, there's really no information about the Paydirt itself. It does give you some information about the area with Juneau, Alaska, but not more than that. So let's see if it's the 3 pounds. They do state that it is. So there you go, 3 pounds, 0.3. So it's close enough. Open it up and check out the Paydirt. And then we're going to classify it down. So open it up. Again, not a fan of these bags. Trying to find the seam. Hate this bag. Just hate the bag. All right. I don't know if you can tell, but you can see it is kind of damp in some areas. It's dry in others. So it's not fully dry. I don't think it will mess up my classification, but we're going to find out. So I'm going to let you listen to some music. I'm going to classify this down, and then we're going to get to some panning. So let's listen to some music. Well, exactly like the 1 pound bag, the vast majority of this material is in the -20, a little bit in the +20 or -10 +20, and very little in the +10. I did see some gold in the +10, and let's just see if there's anything magnetic in it. In the last one, there really wasn't too much, and again, really not too much. Now, probably some of this material, the -20 +40, is -40, but as you can see, it is damp. So it probably just clumped up a little bit. So, I mean, just looking at these two, you can see the -40 is a little bit drier than this, but wasn't too bad. And as you might have seen also, I did make a mess on my table and dump some of the Paydirt on my table, but I will sweep that up into probably this classification and pan it out. So that's what we're going to go do. I'm going to get my water and we're going to start panning. So I have my water set up. I have all my Paydirt, and let's just listen to some more music and start going through it, starting with the +10. Finished painting everything out as you saw, and it was pretty easy painting. No big surprises. Wasn't a ton of black sands and ton of magnetite or anything like that. It didn't cloud up my water, and it had gold. So let's just show you the gold I did find. In the plus 10, I found 3 nice little pieces. Definitely a nice little nugget right there, and 2 other little pickers. So really happy with that. Not going to complain about 3 plus 10 pieces of gold any day. And now for the minus 10, plus 20, even more gold. Probably close to 100 pieces right there. So really happy again. Pretty much was finding gold in every single pan. I know once after this one I started getting more material where I had to keep dumping more material into my pan. And that meant the minus 20 plus 40 where I found even more gold. Probably 200 pieces. This one had a lot of material in. The majority of this material was in the minus 20 range, minus 20, minus 40. So a lot of material to go through. I think the majority of it was in the minus 20 plus 40. So it was great to see a lot of gold in that. And then the minus 40, even more gold, but I know you're not going to be able to see it. There are two little bitty pieces right there, and that's it, which is pretty much what happened in the 1 pound bag I reviewed. They had good gold in the other classifications, just not in the -40. And I have to say, it is kind of disappointing, especially with this much material. It was probably a pound of -40, a pound and a half of the -20 plus 40, and that was good. The -20 plus 40 had good gold for all that material, but when you're going through a pound of material in the -40 and finding two little specks of gold, not too happy. So, well, let's weigh up the gold. I'm going to weigh up the one picker first, or the nugget, whatever you want to call it. So 0.355, and we'll add in the two pickers. So there you go, 0.475. Minus 10 plus 20. $1.390. And I am guaranteed 3 grams in this bag. Oh, one little piece says he doesn't want to get weighed, but there you go. He's going to get weighed. 1.615. So pretty sure I definitely made the 3 grams. And I will put this in there, but it's not going to budge the scale. Nope, didn't budge the scale. So let's just weigh it all up and see what we got. Just got over having a flu. I actually had the flu when I started shooting this video. So my math is horrible, so I couldn't even think if this was over 3 grams. But it definitely is over 3 grams, because that's 3 grams right there. And then I get to add in the 3 pickers, or the 2 pickers and the 1 nugget. So there you go. 3.475. There you go, 3.475. And I'm going to be right back with my ROI and my review. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. Again, this was from goldnuggetsales.com, and thank you, Ed, over at HD Shovel Ed, for supplying this for me. So everyone, make sure you go check out his channel. I will put a link to it below. Great guy, sent me some Paydirt. Can't complain about that. So this was their 3 pound, 3 gram guarantee bag from Juneau, Alaska. And as I said, it was guaranteed 3 grams of gold. Its cost was $159 at the time of purchase. I believe right now it's at $162, but that's because gold has went up, and it should still equate to about the same amount. Shipping was $7.95, so total cost right here, $166.95. Gold recovered, again, right here, 3.475 grams of gold. So a lot more than the 3 grams guaranteed. Usually on guaranteed bags, a lot of times you'll get like 3.01, maybe 3.1. But to find 3.475 is really nice. And a nice little 0.33 gram nugget in there as well, so can't complain. Gold spot on the day this was received was $48.58. Now, I believe gold's in the 50s now, so that's probably why they increased their price again, as I said earlier, to $162. And the price might actually be different by the time you watch this video. So, gold value right here, $168.82, making my ROI 101.12%. So, an over 100% ROI. So Ed, if you've never had 100% ROI, you cheated yourself by saying this to me, because this was an over 100% ROI. Not by much, but it was over 100%, 101.12%. And on my score, it's 100. I can't go any higher than that, or on my scale, it's a 10. Can't go higher than a 10 on my score. I wish I could, but just can't do it. So they're getting a 10 for ROI. For fun factor, definitely getting a 10. Even though I said I didn't like the fact that there wasn't a lot of gold in the -40, you can't knock a plus 100% ROI bag. You just can't take the fun out of that. So For Paydirt description, again, as in the same as in the 1 pound bag, he's only getting a 3, and I'm probably being a little generous with that 3. It probably should just be a 2 because all he does is really state that it's a 3 pound bag with 3 grams of gold. The rest is just pretty much about Juneau, Alaska. But being a little lenient and giving him a 3 there. For quantity and packaging, he's getting a 10. It was over the 3 pounds, but he's getting a 4 for packaging because those plastic bags just really suck. So, Paydirt quantity and packaging, he's getting a 7. Customer service and shipping, he is getting a 10 and a 10. So, total score for customer service and shipping is a 10. It shipped out quick. He's really nice. I actually know someone that had an issue with him, and they said he fixed the issue really, really quickly. So it's not just that I'm here getting good customer service or Ed or anyone else. I'm hearing good stories from everyone. So that's always good. So total score for GoldNuggetSales.com's 3 pound, 3 gram bag is an 8. Sadly, though, this should be a 9.4 at least score. If he just added a paragraph or 2 in his description, he would have gotten a 10, and then his score would have been a 9.4. So he's only getting an 8, and that's only due to the fact that he's got bad bags and a bad description. But I will take those any day. There's a lot of sellers that are really good at descriptions and packaging, but their Paydirt sucks. This Paydirt is really good. 100% ROI. And I will say, this set guaranteed ROI on this bag when it was purchased was 87.30%. So it wasn't like, you know, this was a miracle bag. I was guaranteed an 87% ROI, no matter what. So, you know, I got 14% higher than that, but a set 87% ROI is really good. Just wish he would fix his description. So that's going to be it. I just need to flash up the score, and then we're going to give away a 24 karat gold plated dime. So for today's 24 karat gold plated winner, it's going to go to Sonny Rico. So Sonny, make sure you email me so I can send this off to you. And to everyone else, thanks for watching, happy panning, and make sure you hit the subscribe button below.